Welcome back to Living Well with Sigma Humans, a podcast where we talk about health, prevention, and the ways thoughtful care can support people and families through the real moments of life. I'm glad you're here today because the topic we're discussing is one that many families eventually face, often quietly and often without much guidance. At some point, many adult children begin to notice small changes in a parent or loved one. At first, they may seem minor. Maybe a story is repeated several times during the same conversation. A medication is forgotten. Bills start piling up unopened on the kitchen table. Sometimes it is something simple but unsettling, like getting lost on a familiar drive or leaving the stove on after cooking. In the beginning, families often ask themselves the same question: is this just normal aging, or is something else beginning to happen? Memory changes can be difficult to interpret. Aging does bring small shifts in recall or attention, but when changes start affecting daily routines, decision-making, or safety, families begin to realize that the situation may require more attention. That realization is rarely dramatic. It often unfolds gradually, through small moments that slowly add up. One day someone notices a missed appointment. Another day a neighbor mentions that your parents seem confused while running errands. A sibling might call and say, "Have you noticed mom repeating the same question lately?" These conversations are often the first signals that the family needs to take a closer look at what may be happening. When that moment arrives, most families assume the healthcare system will guide them through the next steps. They imagine that they will schedule an appointment, receive clear answers, and be given a plan for how to move forward. In reality, what many families encounter instead is a complicated maze of referrals, wait lists, specialists, and fragmented information. Primary care physicians may suspect cognitive decline, but refer patients to neurology or memory clinics for further evaluation. Neurology appointments can take months to schedule. Imaging studies may be ordered, and additional specialists may become involved. Meanwhile, families are trying to manage everyday concerns such as medication routines, financial responsibilities, driving safety, and living arrangements. During this period, many families feel as though they have been handed a complex puzzle without a guide to help them assemble it. This is where the concept of care navigation becomes important. Care navigation is not about replacing doctors or specialists, and it is not about offering legal advice. Instead, it is about helping families understand what is happening, what steps may come next, and how to coordinate care in a way that supports both the patient and the people caring for them. At Sigma Humans, we often meet families during exactly this stage. They may have noticed cognitive changes in a parent, but are unsure how to organize evaluations or prepare for the future. They may already have a diagnosis of dementia or Alzheimer's disease, but they feel overwhelmed by the logistics of coordinating appointments, monitoring medications, and planning ahead. Care navigation begins with listening carefully to the family's experience. What changes have they observed? What concerns do they have about safety, independence, or daily functioning? What support systems already exist, and where are the gaps? From there, the process focuses on bringing clarity and structure to what can otherwise feel like a confusing journey. This may include coordinating clinical evaluations, organizing medical records, and helping families understand the roles of different specialists involved in the patient's care. It may involve conversations about living arrangements, home safety, or the need for additional caregiving support. One of the most valuable aspects of this approach is continuity. Instead of families navigating every step alone, they have a consistent point of contact who understands the broader picture and can help connect the many pieces of the healthcare system. Another important aspect of care navigation involves preparing for decisions that may arise later. As cognitive decline progresses, families sometimes need to consider formal decision-making structures such as guardianship or other legal arrangements. While Sigma Humans does not provide legal advice or prepare legal documents, we can help families coordinate the medical evaluations and documentation that may be required during those processes, working alongside legal professionals to ensure continuity of care. Equally important is the emotional dimension of this journey. Caring for someone experiencing dementia or cognitive decline can be deeply challenging. Many caregivers experience a mix of worry, exhaustion, and uncertainty. Adult children may struggle with the role reversal that occurs when a parent who once provided guidance now needs support and supervision. These emotional realities are rarely addressed during brief clinical visits, yet they are central to the caregiving experience. Families need space to talk through concerns, to ask questions without feeling rushed, and to receive thoughtful guidance about what lies ahead. This is another reason home-based care can be so valuable. When clinicians meet patients in their homes, they gain insight into daily routines, living environments, and practical challenges that are difficult to observe in a traditional office setting. Home visits allow physicians and care teams to see how medications are stored, whether the living space presents safety concerns, and how caregivers are managing the responsibilities placed upon them. Telehealth also plays a role in maintaining continuity. Follow-up conversations, medication reviews, and family discussions can take place without requiring additional travel or disruption, making it easier for everyone involved to stay connected and informed. Together, these approaches allow care to be delivered in a way that feels more human and less fragmented. Families often ask when they should seek support in navigating cognitive decline. While every situation is unique, certain signs suggest that additional coordination may be helpful. If memory changes are affecting safety, if medications are becoming difficult to manage, if multiple specialists are involved without clear communication between them, or if caregivers feel overwhelmed by the responsibilities they are carrying, it may be time to bring additional structure and guidance into the process. The goal of care navigation is not to take decisions away from families, but to support them in making informed choices with greater confidence. By organizing care, improving communication between providers, and anticipating future needs, families can move forward with a clearer sense of direction. Dementia and cognitive decline are complex conditions, but families do not have to face them alone. With the right support, it is possible to create a care plan that respects dignity, protects safety, and preserves as much independence as possible for as long as possible. At Sigma Humans, our team works alongside families to help bring clarity, coordination, and compassion to this stage of life. Through home visits, telehealth, and ongoing care navigation, we strive to ensure that patients and caregivers feel supported rather than overwhelmed. If this conversation resonates with you or someone in your family, know that seeking guidance early can make a meaningful difference. The journey may be challenging, but with thoughtful care and coordination, it does not have to be navigated alone. Thank you for joining me today on Living Well with Sigma Humans. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and to learn more about how care can be delivered with greater connection and understanding. Until next time, take care of yourself and the people you love.